Remember the cast of Land Before Time? This is them now. Damn, they're useful. No hurricane has ever crossed the equator. Yeah, exactly. Maybe the equators just made sure to let it know that it's not welcome to do that. I know there's some reason for it. It's just one of those super cool, interesting things to see. Nearly had a heart attack. Well, he looks calm about it. So even if what happened was what you thought happened, don't worry. He's all right, so you can remain calm, right? The worst she can do is say no. Her. Hey. Oh, okay. Maybe you should have put like 3 extra Y's on that. Hey, I don't know. I don't speak whatever the hell this is. I am 30 years old and have achieved things that other people only achieve at 60. Back pain, vision loss, and insomnia. Wait, how common is it for someone to gain insomnia in their old age? I thought it was kind of the opposite, right? Like when I'm 70 years old, I'm gonna be falling asleep in chairs 10 times a day, right? Am I thinking of this incorrectly? You know what? Of course I am. I always am. What else did you get? Yes, back pain. I can understand that. However, maybe you should start doing some workouts to help your core muscles because believe you me, I had a little bit of back pain because I'm really tall and have bad posture. But trust me, fixing your posture and doing like some side planks and stuff like that will do wonders. Get those core muscles working, I promise. It'll help a little bit, unless there's an actual back issue that you have, like a legitimate one, like compressed discs or whatever. That's a little different. And vision loss, oh yeah, I'm right there with you, bud. Look, I've never had perfect vision. I don't think it's ever been 20/20. However, I think like a year and a half ago, I finally decided, you know, it's a little hard for me to read text on my screen, like a tiny bit. It's a little messed up. Turns out, yeah, I do need glasses. And for the last year and a half, I've had to get used to having glasses. But boy, oh boy, it sure has changed my life. I'm not quite 30 yet, though. I still have, like 9 months to go before I turn 30. So, whatever. I'm still not ahead of this guy. Dad, am I adopted? No, why the hell would I pick you? You see, that's a fair question, I suppose. Why would I pick you? I would probably ask the same question. Why would you pick me? And the answer is a resounding, well, I can't think of any reason why I would be the one to get picked. You guys ever seen Stuart Little? I know you've seen Stuart Little. Like, why would you pick that guy? Can you imagine this kid looking for a little brother, really excited about getting a little brother, and then mom and dad bring home a mouse? Now, sure, Stuart's great. He's a real nice guy. Yep, that's right. We're talking about Stuart Little now. But it's a mouse. Can you also imagine being one of the orphans at that orphanage? What the hell, man? Why are you choosing the mouse, dog? You know what? It doesn't matter. When Akinator asks an oddly specific question so you know he got your ass. Oh man, there's that one question every time you're playing with Akinator where you know it's over. It's this question. It doesn't matter what it is. Like if you're trying to think of, say, a YouTuber, the moment they ask, is this a YouTuber? Oh yeah, it's over, dude. He's got you. He's got you. Like 8 questions in, you're in trouble. Although I will say, over the years, Akinator has become immeasurably worse at its job, in my opinion, right? I don't know how this has happened. Maybe it's thanks to shitty AI models muddying everything out there, but Akinator has gotten worse. I don't know if you guys agree or if you guys have noticed or felt this, but I'll try to think of big names. I'm not trying to find someone, say, like a YouTuber with like 12 subscribers. I'm talking like, I tried to have it guess Markiplier once, and it couldn't figure it out. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that's kind of freaking insane for a website, piece of software, game, whatever you want to call Akinator. It's pretty insane for a game that has been able to find me 10 years ago before I had any notoriety whatsoever around the internet. So like, what the hell is going on? Which one of you broke Akinator? I swear to God. Me? Can I have friends over? Parents? No. Can I go to my friend's party? No. Grows up antisocial and shy. Parents. Was it literally every time? Was it every single time? Or was it just times where you really wanted to go and it wasn't convenient for them, so they said no? Like, because this meme is sort of presenting it as literally every single time you asked your parents to go out, they said no. In which case, your parents, stupid, worthless pricks. Sure, yeah, that's ridiculous. But I don't know, I doubt they're doing it every single time. Every single time. I mean, I'm probably wrong. I don't know you. I don't know your parents. I've only got my own experience. My mom was about 50-50, but I tell you, whenever she didn't let me go somewhere, it felt like she never let me go and do something, right? That's probably just my dramatic kid side, getting pissy about everything because I wasn't a happy child 99% of the time. Upvote and get banned. Type Luigi and get banned. Redditors. Yeah, why not? I don't understand. The upvote thing is insane. I mean, the whole situation is insane. If I am correct in assuming what this meme is about, it's about how, I guess there was a subreddit, or maybe the website-wide, or maybe it was a website-wide issue, where even if you're talking about Luigi from Super Mario Brothers, that Luigi, you would get banned for inciting some kind of violence bullshit, which... embarrassing. No, that's not how that works. Quite pathetic across the board that they're trying to silence anybody actually just talking about the Luigi we all know we're talking about. That's stupid. That's fucking dumb. If you're one of the mods on a subreddit somewhere that is perpetuating this, how are you more pathetic than your average Reddit mod at this point? How can you be more of a goddamn loser than your average Reddit mod? I don't understand how they keep finding new ways to get dumber and dumber and dumber and dumber. Like, shut the fuck up. Talking about that guy is not inciting some kind of violence or the terrorist agenda or anything like that. Grow the actual hell up, you ass spelunker. All right. How people see the Beatles. How I see the Beatles. Well, aren't you just super unique? I do see what you're saying. All right, smart-assery aside, I see what you're saying. This guy, I always forget the actor's name and the character's name. I'll probably remember it like 50 posts from now or something like that. I get it. He's got the haircut. He's got the Beatles haircut that most of them have. The Paul looks most like Paul's haircut right now. Certainly not Ringo's weird-ass little... a bowl mullet, whatever the hell he's got going. Same thing with John. I don't know what the hell is going on with the two middle haircuts, man. John and Ringo, it's a little strange. George's is getting close, I guess, but Paul's makes the most sense. It looks like it was the one done the most recently, right? I don't like the other two with the little mullet look they got going on here. It's like a helmet with an extension. But like how I see the Beatles, I don't know. I feel like they've all looked distinct enough in my eyes anyway. I have never been the type of person that goes, I don't know, everyone looks the goddamn same. I guess it's because I'm decent with faces. Like, I'll remember someone's face and name from kindergarten if I saw them again today, for sure. I guess faces stand out more to me than some people. I guess at least more than you in this particular case. Goddamn. ADHD people. Did I say ADHD? Whatever. ADHD people screenshotting and bookmarking everything because they're afraid of losing ideas only to never look at them again because the archive is now its own overwhelming problem. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. I mean, not for me. I don't archive and snapshot every little thing. Hell, 9 times out of 10, I'm forgetting to actually jot an idea down. Like, I try to put ideas in my notes in my phone. And you know what? Here we go. I want to take a little moment here, just a quick break to tell you what the most recent note in my iPhone is. My most recent note, okay? Because I like to jot down silly, stupid little things, a little joke here, maybe a video idea there or something like that. Captain A-Cab. Guy in a pirate hat and a shirt that says, "F the police." That's all I got. I mean, that's not all I've got, right? I do have, to the tune of, is it All-Star? Somebody once told me Luigi Mangione once shot a CEO in his back. That's another one I've got. We're probably gonna have to cut this one out anyway, because that's a little naughty for EmKay. Ooh, here's another one. These aren't recent, I'm just having a good time now. Amish podcast. Guys bring their podcast setup to an Amish village and start talking in the town square. They get killed. That's the whole note. That's the extent of what it is I am writing in my notes. I do it rarely. I'm not screenshotting shit and putting stuff in there all the time, despite being very much ADHD positive. You know what I mean? Positive, like it's something I fucking contracted like a year ago. The power button actually turned off our phones, and the home button was a physical button that always worked. Man, get the f out of here. Always worked my ass. You are such a goddamn liar. Sure, it always worked until the button broke. And do not sit there and actually, with a straight face, attempt to tell me that those physical power buttons worked perfectly for years. No, they didn't. Didn't matter what phone I had. Those suckers broke every single time. Within a 2-year time frame, I'd need to replace the goddamn home button. And it's not because I was mashing it or treating it like crap. As my buddy Miles once said many, many years ago when we were in high school together, he mentioned, you know, the digital buttons are 1,000 times better in my opinion because they can't break. At least not physically. Sure, they can bug out like a lot of software can, but at least I don't have to go and spend $80 to have it replaced or spend hours replacing it myself because that physical button sucked shit. All right, we've got to come together and realize that that might have been a net positive overall, because that digital button is probably going to last a little bit longer than the physical one. And sure, there's probably an issue there regarding something right to repair-esque or whatever, but if the button don't break, I don't really care. Sorry, I was very passionate about getting rid of that hardware home button. It sucked. I'm sorry, I was never a fan. Again, all my rants and rambles are anecdotal. They're never like, oh yes, I read many a study about this and I know what I'm talking about. It's just my experience. So remember, you can take whatever my experience is with a rock salt lamp because, shit, I'm usually wrong, okay? And I get flustered about the dumbest stuff. But I will say, yeah, the power button did actually turn off the phones. Like, hold on, if I hold the power button on, for reference, I've got a 16 Pro, an iPhone 16 Pro. If I hold the button now, let's see what happens. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't do anything but bring up Siri, and that's kind of pointless. Because she's always sucked, by the way. She's always sucked harder than basically every other... You know what? I'm getting way too off topic. I can feel the timer. I don't even have to see it, I can feel it. So I'm gonna move on before I turn into a different grandpa. When egg prices are out of control, but you own your own chickens, it's like printing my own money, right up until the bird flu arrives. All right, I don't think that's how, like, we have a house in our neighborhood that has chickens, right? I'm pretty sure that they're not going to have to deal with the bird flu anytime soon, if ever. But don't forget, there's a reason that, what was it, the Biden administration that signed off on killing like 150 million birds in general to help stop the spread of bird flu? Because we don't want that ravaging the shit out of our birds, and we really don't want that jumping to humans in one way or another. It's not airborne or anything for us. We can't simply catch it. I don't think anyone's out there making out with their chickens anyway, and if you are, we should probably kill you, but... From tainted meat, you don't want to catch that one. You really don't want to catch that one, because doesn't it have like a 55% survivability rate? For reference, COVID survivability rate was like 95 or something, and that still killed like 50 million people. So we don't really want bird flu getting out of hand. All right, so cook your meat to appropriate temperatures. I'm serious. Make sure you are being as safe as possible with the eggs, with the meat. Don't kiss your chickens, please. Just be safe out there for the love of all that is holy in this world. When you find out that swallowing has a cooldown, oh my god, it does. Holy shit. Sorry, I had to immediately test that. Here, hold on, let me take a sip of coffee. Oh, the quickest I can do it is like, I would say 1 second, 1.5 seconds after the previous, like, swallow, I guess you could say. That's kind of wild. Never thought about it that way. Also, you are now breathing manually. You know what else you're doing? Whilst you're breathing manually, you're checking the description below to see my socials. You should follow me on Twitter at XYCRONVA. You should follow me on Blue Sky at XYCRON.TV. Hell, you could even check out my website, RobinNelsonVA.com, or my YouTube channel, Robin Nelson. Why not? Why don't you check out all those super cool things? Motherfucker is called Courage the Cowardly Dog when anyone would be terrified if they saw this shit. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what the hell they were cooking when Courage the Cowardly Dog was on the air, but this shit is horrifying. It's horrifying, but in a really, it's horrifying in a fun way, okay? Horror can be very fun, and I think this more family-friendly flavor of it is the best. That's why the original Goosebumps, one of my favorite shows of all time, personally. It's stupid and dumb, but they're really fun. It's really fun. I still have yet to watch the Goosebumps reboot, goddammit, now that I think about it, and I'm gonna start doing that tonight. Spooky season be damned, okay? None of this is the point. Look, Courage was always on it, though. He was always crapping his pants and screaming and freaking out. But remember, he always found his courage by the end of each episode to fix the goddamn problem and set the wrong right again. So that is why he's called Courage, because he always finds it in the end to save the day. Blow my mind. Men know that dad jokes are stupid. The fact that they still tell them shows that they're willing to make themselves look foolish just for you. I mean, I guess. I actually had a conversation about dad jokes with a few people last night, and it was just kind of interesting that people have sort of ruined them in a way. They've kind of ruined dad jokes. Also, dad jokes are literally just puns. They're puns with a certain flavor. It's a branch. They're their own fork of puns, are dad jokes. I think a lot of them are trying a little too hard. I don't know. Dad jokes have become a genre that has completely left the target audience and therefore has opened it up to people being shitty about them. Like, it's not that big a deal. It's just a dumb joke that made you smile. It doesn't have to make you shit your pants laughing. Like, come on. Dads, after dropping the most insane dad lore known to man, the most insane dad lore? What lore could you possibly be referring to? What did your dad just say or just do that warranted a whole meme? I'm serious. You know what? Down in the comments below, why don't you guys drop some insane dad lore about your dad? I'm now really curious. Let me know. Let all of us know down in the comments right this instant. Give us your best dad lore that you can possibly think of, and then flop back on what looks like the comfiest couch of all time. Finally, a day off. I could sleep in. We don't do that here. Yeah, I feel that. Like, it's kind of interesting that at this stage in my life, even though I love sleep, man, it's super cool. I'm not really great at sleep anymore like I was when I was younger. I can't just zonk out, wake up at 3 p.m. feeling like I actually got rest or something like that. Now I go to bed at midnight, I wake up at 3, I fall asleep, I wake up at 8, I fall asleep, I wake up at 10, I'm up. It's time to go. I can't sleep in longer than 10 a.m. anymore. No matter how hard I goddamn try, and I do wonder how long that's gonna last. Will I eventually get to be the 80-year-old falling asleep in his chair 10 times a day, or am I gonna be the guy that's constantly wired until the day my heart goes, that's it, it's over. Yep, game over, man. Game over. Disney, no one can stop us from getting that Best Animated Feature Oscar. 5 Latvians making an entire dialogue-free movie in Blender on a budget 50 times smaller than Inside Out 2. Not just in Blender, but rendered it with Eevee, which I'm pretty sure is a real-time renderer, right? Which is f***ing crazy. Didn't they, render that shit on, a laptop? Honestly, Flow is insane, and I am actually astounded that I have not watched it yet. Because they spanked Disney's dumb ass at the Oscars. And keep in mind, there is a very famous conspiracy theory that Disney always rigs the Oscars, which is believable enough in my opinion, but can you just sense how insane that is? That the Best Animated Feature beat the guys who always pay for a win, allegedly. That is alleged, never any proof, never will be any proof of Disney doing that. But how good is Flow? How good does it have to be to do that? Apparently amazing. When you're stuck in a traffic jam, but there's a dog in the car next to you. Yeah, I've never felt this. Look, I love a cute dog, but they never smile at me. They never say, "Hey man, how you doing? Have a good one, brother." They're never reaching out, Actually, all dogs are just kind of mean to me. They always have been. Dogs do not like me. We do not get along. It's one of the reasons I've always been a cat person. I mean, there are many, many, many reasons I've always been a cat person, but that's one of the primary ones. We just don't vibe with each other. Bitcoin miners be like, "Hell yeah, just made $1. More like you made 14 cents maximum. Also, what year is it? How many motherfuckers are out there still Bitcoin mining? I swear to God, if someone in the comments says me, I'm gonna be so sad. I'm gonna be so disappointed, man. I don't care how much the coins are allegedly worth at this point in time. No, man. This has always been pretty freaking stupid. The past, decade has seen such a rise in the least efficient fucking technology of all time. Bitcoin mining and NFTs and now generative AI models that all suck lakes dry, all to produce an image of Ronald McDonald attending Lightning McQueen's funeral or you making 14 cents. It's stupid. It's just dumb, okay? No matter how viable you claim it to be, I am not a big fan of all this digital garbage that's going on, because it's really starting to fuck with the planet we're all supposed to be sharing and surviving on forevermore as a species and all that crap, and just, wow. Why can't we see any tech devices in our dreams? What do you mean? What do you mean by tech devices? Why can't we see any? Dude, I can't tell you the amount of times in one of my dreams I pulled out my phone and tried to type. Actually, that's a recurring thing for me, because typing on phones has only become harder and harder and harder and harder, whether that means I'm old and going crazy, or I just haven't been able to keep up with how phones are. I don't know what it is. My brain moved too fast, fingers too inaccurate, too slow. I guess that's what I can, boil it down to. But I've got a lot of recurring dreams where I am trying to send like a text message and I keep fucking it up, erasing it, fucking it up, erasing it. I'll do it 150 times. It's like I'm stuck in hell or something like that. I'm not sure what that says, if anything, about me. I don't think it has a meaning, like, say, the teeth falling out dream that a lot of people seem to have, or the underwear at school thing, but whatever. I don't know how the hell you're not seeing any tech devices in your dreams, because I see plenty. Most of the time, it's just my phone, though. But I have seen technology in my dreams. Finally, I'm an adult. Now I can be independent and have my own house. The economy. Yeah, the economy's definitely shit and bad and awful, but I don't know a single motherfucker that's like, hey, finally I'm adult. I'm gonna get a house now. I'm rich now. Like that. No one's ever fucking thought that. The economy has always been a nightmare and always will be, and is never going to serve the people in the way that it was always, well, you know what? No, I can't say that, though, at least here in the United States, I will never say that the economy was ever designed in a way to actually help the citizen. It might have been there to service like the white citizens, but it's never been there to service the citizens as a whole. It's always been advertently put against a lot of people, the vast majority of people, so that it can benefit the few at the cost of the many. Shout out to farming tools that can be used as weapons. Gotta be one of my favorite genders. Okay, come on. That scythe on the far right is definitely a prop from a Halloween store. That's not an actual scythe, okay? It's not. You wouldn't be able to use this nearly as well to chop down grain, grass, whatever the hell it is you're chopping. It's not done right. Now the sickle, that looks fine. The pitchfork, sure, you can't really fuck up a fork now, can you? But that scythe, I've got my qualms with, okay? We got beef, give me a real one. Hell, you know what? Get the scythe that Death was using in the second Bill and Ted movie. The Bogus Adventure? Yeah, that one. My personal Reddit feed, the popular tab. This is why you should mind your feed and feed your minds. I did not come up with that. That one I saw from Technology Connections when he made a video about how algorithms are just making us dumber and weirder. You should absolutely take the time and effort to curate your own feeds. You should. You absolutely should. Don't let the algorithm do literally everything for you, no matter how good or accurate you feel that algorithm is. If you've got the ability to custom tailor your feed on any website that you frequent, please just do it. It cannot hurt. It can only benefit you, right? So get at it. It's a net positive. When I wake up in the middle of the night and realize I can sleep 4 more hours before work, it's not going to feel like you slept 4 more hours before work. You're going to go back to sleep, and 4 hours are going to pass in a second, and you're still going to feel like you haven't slept at all. That's the curse that we are all forced to bear. Or the cross that we're all forced to bear. It doesn't matter. We're all forced to deal with this shit in one way or another. It does suck, guys. Yeah, sure, there's a free version of our app available. You know what I immediately thought of? What app immediately came to mind? And it's going to seem a little odd because there are so many better examples out there. But if you guys are aware of the Oura Smart Ring, really cool health monitoring device. Smart rings are pretty cool. The best one is Oura, or however you pronounce their goddamn name. They've been pissed off about the pronunciation of their name before. But, they have an app because of course they do. They have a smart device that you wear on your body like a watch or something. But it's way cooler and more accurate. Out of nowhere, a while back, they decided, you know what? $6 a month to use our app. And if you don't pay that $6 a month, the app will basically do fucking nothing. So, if you would like to use your $400 ring that you bought from us, give us $6 a month, literally forever. All right? Okay. Thank God for their competitors that are out there, because Oura, you guys are pathetic. Me, after reading that X suffered a massive cyber attack, Tesla stocks are crashing, and Elon Musk's implant is botched. What about a implant? I know about the stocks and the cyber attack, although kind of funny. The cyber attack must have happened before I actually got up, Because I kept seeing people going, man, Twitter's down, what's going on? While I was actively around and on Twitter, which surprised the hell out of me, I didn't know what happened. But what about the plant? I don't know anything about that. Is that like a rumor we're starting to piss him off? Because if so, cool, let's keep at it. Let's make it worse. Really put the pressure on his broken penis. What unrealistic things in movies bug the hell out of you? They remove headrests from cars so you can see the actors better. They do. They really do. Start paying attention, to cars in every movie and TV show, and you'll notice they're always gone. Okay, not always. Some movies keep them in on purpose. Or because they just don't give a shit. But yeah, they're always missing. Almost always. I just said that. Why do directors only use female horses in movies? He was asking too many questions. I feel like we know the answer to that question. All right? Come on, you know, god damn it. You know how, you realize how annoying it would be to have to refilm a shot because there was a 12-foot schlong okay, they're not that big, but you know damn well why. Victory Royale. You guys all think you're so much better than me. What, f***ing 100%ing the collectibles in a fun game? Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Receive 1 million karma, typing... Oh, I see. Gotcha. What do you mean the 1 million karma? What are you talking about? Internet in 1999. I can have friends outside of my school. Internet in 2025. I am mentally ill. Watch me dance. What? Oh no. Oh no, people dance on the internet. How cringe, the internet's way worse than it was when I was a kid. Like, sure, to a certain extent I agree, but can we maybe as a generation, younger millennials, older Gen Z, can we maybe actually try to put some effort into not about every single thing? Look, I know most of it's I get it, but god damn it. If the internet is nothing but about the internet, you are contributing to the problem more than anything else, man. Come on. Women and men before, women and men now. I don't know what fucking men you're hanging around, dude, but I've never seen one of those super top-heavy guys with the tight, super mega drain pipe pants from Hot Topic. I've never seen it. Buy the license. No. All right. You know, at a certain point, I will say, at a certain point, kind of being a prick if you don't get it. Like, if you've been using it for a decade or more, always saying no, and it's like, what is it, like $35 for their license or something like that? Something that, sure, they might pester you about it every now and then, or hell, they might even pester you about it constantly. Maybe you should just give them the $35 and stop, pretending like you are owed the free software. Like, it's a right you have, you know what I mean? And if it annoys you so much, you can get 7-Zip, dude. 7-Zip is just free. It's just fucking free. That's all there is to it. Works great. Similar goddamn thing. Just get 7-Zip. If you're gonna, constantly about paying a licensing fee for something that you have utilized for free your entire adult life. People who use Tinder, people who use Instagram as a dating app, people who use LinkedIn, they're all terrible. They're just all terrible, dude. Not even Tinder has a remote bit of what would you call it? I don't know. Nothing can save that app. Would you like to enable location settings? Me? No. I guess the closest I ever get is I do say only when using the app, even though I know they're going to ignore that and still track me everywhere because they get to do whatever they want to do. Redditors, when Reddit flags the Luigi word. Luigi? How it feels to open Instagram after scrolling Reddit. I have seen these memes before. Oh, maybe you should pick one and stop scrolling 500 apps then, dog. That seems like your own fault. Reddit mods, Discord mods, Twitch mods, Wikipedia mods. You're fucking right. Don't you ever forget it. The shit you gotta deal with immediately after cutting your nails. Every time. Well, I mean, okay, the tape, just slice that with some scissors. Just grow up, grab your scissors, and slice that open, man. Come on, what are you doing? Being a crappy neighbor. Lesson 1. French nuclear power plant, Belgium, France. What's the reason? Do they share any of the power from that power plant with Belgium, or how's this work? When you're about to win a ranked game, but your son puts a fork in the outlet? Okay, very good reaction, and back to game. All right, yeah, I knew that was coming. I fucking knew it. Me zips up my pants, last few drops of pee. All right, I'ma head out. Oh, man, maybe just sit there until you're done. I'm saying sit there. Maybe just sit in the urinal until you are finished with your pee. How about that? Average my cat dog has passed away story. Average my hamster has passed away story. What is it with hamsters? What the hell is it with hamsters? I know they don't have great lifespans or maybe not great genes or whatever, I guess. What the hell is it with those little freaks? and always dying in the most horrific ways possible. And not even just because their owners are neglectful because they think hamsters are toys and not actual creatures they need to take care of. But what is it? I realize I've accidentally bought women's pants. I try them on and they're comfy as f***. Nah, the pockets are small. Still don't get it. I still don't understand why women aren't allowed to have pockets in their clothing. Oh my god. 3 rules. No wishing for death, no falling in love, no bringing back dead people. I wish the snap of my fingers was 1,000 decibels. There are 4 rules. 1,000 decibels? You do realize your head's just gonna blow up, right? You're gonna snap your fingers and you will immediately die. I mean, sure, a lot of the people around you will too, but do you think you're gonna survive? Imagine having the luxury of boarding a flight with only 2 passengers on it. Of all the seats on the flight, look where he decided to sit. I remember when this was posted, I do. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd be kind of annoyed too. Not because I hate you or screw you or, you're disgusting or whatever. It's just, dude, can you just f*** off? It has a similar vibe of, I'm in an empty men's restroom, I'm at a urinal, some guy comes in and walks all the way to the one next to me, rather than giving us like a courtesy gap or something like that. It has that similar vibe of, are you actually just trying to be a d***? Because it sounds like you're trying to be a d***, trying to be f***ing funny. Sure, maybe it just skipped your mind, and we're all reading a little bit too much into it, but this is, in my eyes, a slightly disrespectful fucking move, in my opinion. Just, I don't know, extra row back. Like, you know what you're doing. When you think she texted you, but it's your friend sending a random brain rot video at 3 a.m., see, it's never even that for me. It's never even that for me. No one really responds to me, but generally when I get a notification on my phone, no matter when it is, it's just an automated fucking email. It's like the equivalent of actually going out and hoping you're getting a letter or a package or something, and it's just a credit card advertisement. That's what it feels like. I'm pretty lonely. Sleeping 2 hours, sleeping 12 hours, feeling like shit. Yeah, you can have too little, and you can certainly have too much. It's nearly impossible to fit that crap perfectly in the middle. When he's your type but says he's only into middle-aged women. Well, no, you got it right, though. Your assumption was very much correct here. You are right on the money. When I was young, I was poor. But after years of hard work, I am no longer young. Being rich is a choice. Stop being poor. What did he say? I don't know. Something about being an idiot. Hey there, are you able to edit this so I have wings? There you go. 13-piece bucket. Perfect. All right. 1 kilogram of feathers, 1 kilogram of steel. All right, now which one is really heavier, though? I don't think this argument has been fully realized, fully fleshed out, fully completed. Personally, I'm still on the side of 1 kilogram of steel being heavier. I mean, remember, steel's heavier than feathers after all. I mean, come on, right? I swear, there are gonna be so many of you. So many. I can hear you typing right now. I can hear you. I can physically feel the keystrokes right now of you correcting me. I'm sorry, I'm right. I'm correct. You can't correct the uncorrectable. Note to self. Do not look at the floor trying to look cute when you have silver eyeshadow on. Excuse me, note to self should be just the opposite in this regard. You should try to do it as often as you can, because you know how fun it's going to be to look back on these horrifying photos? It's going to be pretty cool, man. You cannot deny. My favorite Asian American actors. Oh, I get it. We're still doing the goddamn Asian Jim thing. Oh, man, isn't that great? We're still like, look, it was one of the funniest jokes in the show, all right? It'll always be an all-timer. No doubt in my mind. But god damn it. Maybe I need to give the show another rewatch and then I'll find it endearing again or something. It has been a few years, so maybe it's time for another binge week or, let's be honest, another binge 3 or 4 days because I can watch that nonstop. But it's just goddamn this Facebook level crap. It all trickles down to that quality in my opinion in the end, all right? How many more things are we gonna see in top memes or otherwise that just feel like they're straight up screen capped from an AI-powered Facebook page? Well, let's find out by continuing, of course. Websites loading content, websites loading ads. Now, I've often wondered what the case may be here for this. What exactly is it? Why? And it's probably just because, I don't know, the servers that hold the ads are significantly more profitable and are able to make way more money, so they're stronger and faster and have a better bandwidth, uplink, whatever you want to call it. But, you know, Dip McGee's HTML site from 20 years ago probably doesn't have the best server that it's sitting on itself. I don't know. I mean, I guess this sort of thing also happens with YouTube as well. Sometimes a YouTube video will have trouble loading at like 480p, but the ad, absolutely no trouble at all. And it is obnoxious that we're still dealing with this, like, 7 billion years later, man. I mean, I come from the era of pop-up ads. They were everywhere. I know that they still exist, but not in the same way as, say, 2004, okay? It's not the same. American tourists in Europe, I don't know. Maybe not the hoodie. Maybe not the hoodie, but the shirt underneath, I could definitely see, all right? You know, I love that Adam has been such a good sport about his wardrobe. He doesn't need to dress up fancy all the time. You really don't, whether you're worth $100 million or not. You really don't need to be a fancy dresser. It's refreshing to see that he dresses comfortably. It's really funny, and he's just been a good sport about people making fun of the fact that he just dresses comfortably, all right? Plus, you know what's great? This dude is ready to play 2-on-2 basketball at any moment. You know, that's something I've always wanted to do. If I'm ever walking around New York and I'm near a basketball court somehow, which seems kind of common in New York for some reason, and I see Adam Sandler, I'll challenge him to a one-on-one and he'll whoop my ass, but I'll get to say, oh yeah, I played basketball with Adam Sandler, and he killed me. Create the Nemesis system, which is amazing for games. Copyright it so only you can make money off of it. Do nothing with it. I hate that you can patent stuff like that and hoard it so that no one else can use it. I don't know if it's still the case, but doesn't Nintendo still hold some kind of a patent for mini games during loading screens and for the sanity system from Eternal Darkness, which was an incredible goddamn thing? I don't know if they still hold copyright on those two. At least the loading screen mini games. I don't know if they'll hold that anymore, or even if they ever did, but I'm pretty sure they're still holding on to the insanity system, which is bullshit. And thank you, Warner Brothers, for shutting down an incredibly long-running studio, by the way. 30 years, absolutely incredible. Just par for the course with Warner Brothers and their embarrassing bullshit. Zaslav or whatever your name is, you're probably one of the worst CEOs in human history. We know he watches EmKay, so I'm addressing him directly. We know you're one of the worst CEOs in human history, but this is getting a little bit beyond pathetic. It is beyond pathetic. Would you take me to the beach? It looks like you're already on the beach. Yeah, come on, man. I really hope that she knew that, and that was part of the joke, because that's great. But I feel like she didn't understand what she was really asking here. Like, what do you mean take you to the beach? What do you mean? I can't take you where you already are, you fool. What is wrong with you? Also, geez, they're absolutely distracting. You did that on purpose, didn't you? Weirdos sexualizing a 15-year-old. Normies curious where her brothers are. That's a good question. I still don't know. I still have no idea where the brothers could possibly be. Also, for those of you that are hung up on the eye color, I'm pretty sure it's not like common, but it is very much possible for blue to become brown eyes when you're older. You know, it's very common, I guess, in that regard for eye color to change from baby to at least 15-year-old, at least. I know that it's been 15 years since the last Shrek movie, but remember, timelines can be different from the ones in our world. You know, it could very well be she's 65 years old. I mean, she'd be looking pretty great for 65 years old, but Shrek looks a lot more than 15 years older. So I feel like more time has passed, for sure, than the measly 15 years in our world. What do you think? What do you think? Can we get some more Shrek discourse down in the comments below, please? But how? Healthy food, junk food. Well, see, it's not really the makeup, right? When you look at the burger being junk food, let's take a look at that. The reason it's considered junk food is because when you go to, say, McDonald's to get your burger, sure, you're thinking of all these individual ingredients being pretty fine, pretty normal, pretty healthy at the very least, right? Also, don't know why you didn't include, like, the patty in there. Is that just a veggie burger? Where's the actual patty in there? Anyway, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. It's all the salt. It's all of the salt, all of the sodium that is added to any of this in order to keep it fresh enough. You ever take a nap so good that you thought you missed the school bus, but it's Sunday and you're 52? I have to say, no. I feel kind of envious, you know. I never have any of these cool nightmares about being late for school. I also never had the underwear at school or anything like that, like these very common trope-like dreams. Never had any of them, you know? Not a single one. And I feel kind of left out. What does that say about me? However, I can say this. I've had one teeth falling out dream. I never really know what that means. I've had one of those, and I have had one sleep paralysis demon dream, and that's it. Those are the only two, like, more common dreams I've had, like everyone else. When people driving brand new $40,000 rides want to road rage, me, this is an $800 car, I'll kill us both. You know that this meme is ancient because nobody is able to find a $40,000 brand new car. No chance. They're all 60 to 100 now for no fucking fucking Corolla is probably gonna be like $50,000. It's embarrassing. And no, you can't find a running $800 car anymore unless you bought it from a family member who's taken a giant loss on that anyway. A car that doesn't even function, that's coated in rust and mold and the bubonic plague, will sell for $800. It's ridiculous. Let's stop this and just all start riding bikes everywhere. You know what? Even better, we'll start riding penny farthings everywhere. That sounds like a society we could all benefit from. We can do it again. Shut the fuck up. I'm so sick of this. There is in no universe, a relation even close. I don't know where your mind is at, but it's pretty pathetic. I know, you know damn well that when you see this Twitter account or a Twitter account post this image and they got a blue check mark, rent is due. It's as simple as that. Quit interacting with blue check marks on Twitter, for the love of God. All they're doing is trying to get you to view the tweet, respond to it, so that they can get their $4 a month from Twitter, whatever, premium is what he's been calling it. Sure, pal. But no, we already talked about this. It ain't nearly that bad. They look great. It's been nearly 20 years. Shut the fuck up. Just shut up. This is so stupid, dude. Nowhere near as disgusting as that original Sonic design. Quit deluding yourself. It's sad. Me and the boys find a genie. Genie gives us wishes. I am the last one to make a wish. I wish that my is bigger than average. Everyone else's significantly shorter. You know? I would not have been able to think of that. I would not have been able to see that one coming. No way. Man, those genies, dude. It'd be nice if they didn't try to trick us. Do you think that's possible? I remember watching a sketch from many years ago of a guy who did find a genie in his garage, and he was able to get a perfect wish. No downsides, still f***ed it up in the end. If someone can find that sketch, because I can't remember what the hell it was called or who did it, please, for the love of God, let me know. Again, over on my socials. You can check the description down below. What mom thinks you'll wear to a job interview if they don't tell you to dress nicely? Look, yeah, I am a big boy now. I understand how to dress for an interview. And hell, I don't care what the job is. I'll still show up dressed real nice. You know, I'm not going to dress up in a tuxedo stepbrother style, because that might send the wrong message for sure. But parents, we know. What you don't know as parents is what the job market seems to be like anymore. You know, you guys are a lot more boomery about jobs than you'd like to think, okay?
Well, you should hit the pavement, start throwing resumes, and go get some applications.
That's not how it works. It's not how it works anymore. And no, I'm not walking around dressed like Adam Sandler. An early career so good that you're relegated to side quests forever? What? Relegated to side quests. I'm sorry. This is incorrect. An early career so good that you get to do whatever the you want to do forever. That might be what you were intending to say, but it came off as though they have bad careers now, which is not the case. These guys get to do whatever they want to do. They get to select the coolest projects known to man because they're good. They're good. They're set. They don't need to do anything stupid. All right, Daniel Radcliffe is a perfect example, all right? He made a multi-generational fortune and decided, you know what? I want to take my craft about as seriously as I possibly can. And then he's Weird Al. Not that he wasn't taking it seriously before, but he gets to do the most interesting, fun stuff you could possibly think of. Okay, how many other people who were A-list status, who had their 15 minutes of fame, are doing the same thing now? I don't think you're gonna see very many. It's great seeing them do this, all right? I don't think we're gonna see Chris Pratt doing a whole bunch of really unique, interesting, crazy indie now that his 15 minutes is up, right? But hey, whatever. Another rant for another day. All right, let's see here. What's the question? Does Firefox sell your personal data? Type answer. Nope, never have, never will. We protect you from the advertisers who do, and it's gone. Yeah, isn't there a fork of Firefox that a lot of people are recommending? Here, let me do a quick cursory Google. Let's see, Firefox forks. Which Firefox is better? LibreWolf. I've heard a lot about LibreWolf, or however it's pronounced. I don't know anything about Waterfox or Pale Moon, but I would like to start looking into the open source variants and forks. I want to give them a try, because it seems like Mozilla may be going by the wayside soon, and it sucks, because your browser choices are Chrome or Firefox. Everything is built off of Chromium or something at this point, whether it's Edge or isn't Brave also another one? Hell, as a kid, Opera used to be a cool one. Nope, not anymore, man. If you really value privacy, almost everything seems to be a fork of Chrome at this point. There are other options, but the best one has always been, and probably will be for a long time, Firefox. Even though, as I just said, they are starting to suck a little bit. It's just like when Google removed the "Don't be evil" from their motto. All right, Firefox, we see you. Hopefully you rescind this or have already rescinded this since I started recording this video. That'd be really cool. Did you see how freaking ugly Shrek's daughter is? The trailer was so mid. Peter, you're 29. It's true. But don't discredit people for continuing to like things that made their childhood and lives a little bit better growing up. Okay? Okay. Let's stop talking down, all right? I get it. I know it may seem a bit silly. However, people like this will sit around and complain about how there's no sincerity left or whimsy left in the world and then make fun of people who are not even 30 yet for still liking something that... Why wouldn't I still like Shrek? I will say, though, there's nothing wrong with the designs, and everyone needs to chill the hell out, because that's what's kind of sad. I know they all look a little different. Shrek and Donkey the most, I understand, but it's 2025. It's been 15 years since the last movie. You had to have known something was going to change when you saw the new Puss in Boots movie from a couple years back. You had to have seen something like this coming, and if you didn't, well, that's a you problem. Something I can't really help you out with. They look fine, it's gonna be fun, and why are we talking about Shrek's daughter being ugly? That's the pathetic part. No matter what age you are, that doesn't make any sense, doesn't register in my mind. Yeah, that's right, the timer's been up because I'm ranting about Shrek. What exactly are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it, huh? You gonna make fun of me in the comments? Are you gonna come over to my Blue Sky or my YouTube channel, which are linked down below, or my Twitter, and are you gonna make fun of me? Is that what you're gonna do? You know what? Bring it on. I can handle anything you throw my way unless you're really mean and then you'll make me cry. Now that I've gotten older, I've come to realize why Bigfoot stays away from people. Yeah, okay, 43-year-old Facebook mom. That's real cool, real cute. We get it. You're very special, just like me. Look, it is a good joke. It is, but you do get a little bit jaded about certain jokes as time goes on, and you're seeing like 50-year-old, I'm not a sheep, I'm a lion moms and stuff on Facebook doing the whole tough Gen X will kick your ass TikTok trend kind of cringe, you know? We get it. You hate people. We all do. You're not special. You're also not cool or smart or unique in that thinking at all. And also, I hate to say it, Bigfoot isn't real. Just like Santa. Free trial for a week. Enter your bank details. Nope, not doing it. Not doing it at all. You see, what they are betting on, and you already know this, but I'm going to say it anyway, what they are betting on is you're going to forget. And then they'll charge you for an entire year subscription. That is what they are hoping will happen. If I ever do still go through with it, what I end up doing is I put all that info in, I get my trial. The very second the account is set up, I delete my card from their website and I cancel immediately. So I'm still getting that 7 days, but they don't have anything to charge, right? It is a little transparently pathetic on their part. They know what they're doing. We know what they're doing. And you know what? The worst part about all of it is it does work. We do forget. We do get a giant charge. And some of us don't even have the energy to make a big stink about it and get our money back. We'll just go, ugh. Well, I guess I like it enough. I don't know. How Germans feel when explaining to foreigners how they have been reimbursed for their sick days, which happened during a paid vacation. Signature look of superiority. Yeah, like it's not hard to dunk on an American in any way, shape, or form. Like anything. You think of it, it's not hard to make fun of us for. I will say, it absolutely sucks knowing that there's nothing we can do to change this situation, where people aren't getting Medicaid anymore, or Social Security, or this, or that, or the other thing, and there's literally nothing we can do. It's amazing. Like, there's just nothing. It's so cool knowing that we'll never get better. Ever. I love it here. Oh, woohoo! 4th of July, or our Independence Day, sure feels fun to pretend to celebrate, doesn't it, my fellow Americans? When you show a pic of your new girl to the boys and they say, as long as you're happy, bro. I'm sorry, but if I show a picture of my new girlfriend or someone I have a crush on to my friends and that's what they say, I don't think I want to be your friend, because that's just rude for multiple reasons. First of all, you being a bitch and disrespecting the hell out of someone you've never even met, that's gross, loser, dip behavior. And just, I don't know, even if you're trying to be funny, it's just supremely disrespectful and, quite frankly, pathetic on your end. Even if it is meant to be a joke, that's not funny. I don't find that cute. If you ever say something like that about my significant other, well, bye, dude. You either grow up and apologize for saying something absolutely unwarranted and disgusting, or say it. It's that simple. Call me dramatic, but don't call my girlfriend or boyfriend or whoever kind of what you're doing, calling them ugly. Don't do that. Don't do that. Guys, now I don't look up whenever a helicopter passes through the neighborhood. It doesn't interest me anymore. How old are you, man? That still always interests the shit out of me. That is always 100% going to take my attention away from whatever else it is that I'm doing. You must be like 94 and partially deaf at this point. If that doesn't interest you any longer, I'm sorry, man. Like, I do feel bad, genuinely. I'm not making fun of you. I do feel genuinely upset that you can't have that whimsy in your life anymore. Maybe you should start trying to force it back. Always look up. It's always cool. How can you not marvel at flying machines of any kind? I guess it's a little bit easier for me because out in the Colorado Springs area, you see all kinds of freaky ass flying around. Hell, I saw a silver flying saucer the other day, for crying out loud. One morning, I'll see 20 air balloons, 20 hot air balloons. The other day, I'll see like 3 Chinooks fly over my local grocery store. So I guess it is easier for me. I could see how it might be harder for you if you live somewhere like, Detroit? I don't know. Are they just news choppers out there? I don't know. How old are you? I don't know, between 5 and 50? Send a pic right now. All right, download the @memes app. I'm gonna be blatantly honest with you. I'd rather die than download the @memes app, but okay. So, is this an actual picture? Or was this a Snapchat filter that's super funny? I mean, which one is it? It is important to make the distinction here because it does look like a altered image for sure, and it's not as fun if it's not just a real guy that you can't tell the age of. If this is a real photo, though, I'm actually quite scared. The disproportion between, like, the size of his arms and the size of his head, it is freaking me out. You know what I'm talking about, right? That hand looks massive, and that head also looks bigger than everything. It's crazy. When you bring the girlfriend over and your roommates have thin walls, hey, look, everyone, Weasley's got himself a howler. Yeah, are you envious much, brother? Oh, no. How weird of me. It's so strange, guys. God, I need a drink. This is just a full throttle. This isn't anything more, I promise. That's the sound I make every time I take a drink, by the way. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention for the last, it'll be 5 years next month. Oh. All right, cool. Let's go. HR when you stay late or come to work early. HR when you're 2 seconds late. Oh, I disagree. I showed up early to work at my first job at IHOP once, and I got in trouble. I didn't like clock on without permission or anything. I just showed up like 30 minutes early, and they yelled at me. So no, HR does give a if you show up early. They're very much like, you're not going to get paid right. Don't you touch that on button. You will not be getting paid a penny more than we say so. How cool. I love America. When I'm pulling the fakest story possible to impress a chick and bro says, I was there. Oh man, I've never had the actual wingman experience once in my life. And unfortunately, I probably never will. I am, much like it says in my employment contract, doomed to forever walk this earth alone, scrolling through Reddit. Yeah, I am a very lonely guy. Lots of updates in my life you don't know about. I will dwell in the cave of memedom forevermore. I'm sorry, that sounds like something that Elon Musk would say, unironically trying to sound cool, relatable, and funny. I know that I say stupid shit on here. I know it's stupid, and that's why I'm saying it. But I'm not gonna sit here and go, yeah, well, so basically, I am become meme. Laugh, it's funny. I am very funny. Laugh now. Oh, you added a new AI feature? Impressive, very nice. Now, show me how I disable it. I cannot believe how hard the AI crap has been pushed. And look at what happened with Apple just recently. We were supposed to have some dumbass AI Siri features that no one asked for, and they privated the video advertising that. And now, everyone that fell for it and bought an iPhone 16 Pro or whatever, they're probably not going to get it. You're going to have to wait for the iPhone 17 or whatever the it's going to end up being. You will have to wait for that and probably upgrade to the new one. These companies know how to play the game. And Apple invented the game, all right? I know, we all know, any of us that use Apple, me included, any of us that have their ecosystem, we all know we're being played, conned, all this stuff. But their psychological game is so goddamn strong, it's insane. They will tell you what you want, and you will fall for it every single time. Every time, without fail, mind-blowing shit. How people will explain the February 26th Instagram algorithm to future generations? What? Hold on. What is the February 26th Instagram algorithm? I'm gonna look that up. It's gonna take me a second to type it because I'm not fast with typing. February 26th Instagram algorithm. Here, let's take a look. I spelled none of that correctly. Meta apologizes, fixes the glitch that caused violent video recommendations on Reels. What? See, goddammit, I have an Instagram account. If you want to follow it, it's boobin. ITSBOOBIN. It's boobin. That's my Instagram. I don't post on it often, but just in case you like it. I'm glad I don't use Instagram all that often, though, if like that is happening. Although, same stuff seems to happen over on Twitter, actually quite often. Like last night, I had to block like 65 accounts that were just showing fights and murders and stuff. So maybe it's not just limited to them and their dumbass algorithm. I don't know what happened. Me using my IRL ad blocker after Google disables uBlock. It's not the same and you know it. Sure, we have the power to just look away. And we also have the power to make a mental note and go, whatever they're advertising, I'm going to make sure to make that mental note. I will never, ever, ever, ever buy anything from them ever again. You can do that as well. We are empowered in a lot of ways. However, pathetic. It's just pathetic. I am certainly going to be looking into getting, what was it, like a DNS level or a gateway level ad blocking system like Pi-hole or whatever the hell. I want to look into it. I want to see how complex it is just to have our entire home ad blocked like crazy. Because it can't be that bad, right? And hey, by the way, YouTube, I'm just saying, because I know you guys are EmKay fans as well, Mr. YouTube, John A. YouTube, you implement that goddamn ad policy, you might cause a final adpocalypse wave of destruction that you will never be able to recover from. Do not do it. I have a philosophy joke, but why must I tell you the joke? What is the point of telling the joke? Why does comedy exist? What's the meaning to all this? I have a civil engineering joke, but it's still under construction. I have an economics joke, but it's not in demand. Add yours. I have a statistics joke, but it's not significant. I have a geography joke, but I don't know where it is. I have a programmer joke, but there's an error in the code. This post feels very, very different from the rest today. Why are you late? Pretty girls don't need to be on time. So why are you late? So I see that this meme format is still around, but it doesn't feel like it's being used correctly anymore? Leaders of literally every nation on Earth? What the f***? That's true! When you realize you can lie during Truth or Dare, yeah, dude, you are empowered. Is it fun? I wouldn't say so. I really don't think that lying during Truth or Dare is very fun. It defeats the entirety of the spirit of the game, but sure, you can do whatever you want, man. Universe lore, universe gameplay. What? Oh, I gotcha. Never mind, I'm smart. You're a lucky man is a polite way of saying your wife. I don't think so. I'm gonna call bull on this one. I am gonna call that. And the look on his face is exactly how I would feel if somebody ever said that to me. Me not watching the news because if it's important enough, I'll know about it from memes. Okay, Elon. No one. Humans for some reason. Mold genitalia. Also known as mushrooms. I'll never get it. When your friend won't watch a movie with you because it's animated. I'm sorry, but if you are a grown-ass person and you still think that animation is a children's only medium, you are unsavable. Why did the Egyptian government give access to Mr. Beast? He was asking too many questions. Oh, no, not Joe again, not again! When you see your friend's whole personality start to change with his new girlfriend, so long. Man, is their personality really changing? Like changing? Because if that is the case, maybe that's not the best relationship for them. Maybe it's not. You want to find somebody that's like, I like you! Not the version that you think I want. You! Maybe you should just date your bro. My daughter scored 93% in 10th. I'm very disappointed. Should I punish her? Having a parent like you was already a punishment for her. Yeah. It's probably not a real question, but scoring a 93% in what? In 10th? I don't know what that means. But if you punish your child for getting a 93% on any test or assignment or grade, whatever, you are a piece of shit. Reddit be like, come to Reddit. My brother in Christ, I am already on this app. Still never gonna forgive their CEO for getting rid of all of the third-party apps. The main one still sucks ass, and it's the reason I do not actively use Reddit anymore. It was that decision. You killed Boost? I'm sorry, I'm not going to your website anymore. I mean, that's a lie. I still do it on desktop, but no more mobile action. And trust me, Reddit, that was 90% of my goddamn time on the site was Boost. Corporate needs you to find the difference between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. Like, yes, there are inherent differences. There are. Like, his eyes are a little closer together. I've seen some people do the edit where they pull him a little bit farther apart, and he looks a little better, in my opinion. But remember, Shrek ain't a hot 29-year-old daddy no more. He's like a 54-year-old dad who raised 3 children. He's He's gonna be a little worse for wear. He's been through the work, all right? Maybe we should stop dogging on the man, okay? Okay, all right. A side character. I am going to see my daughter tomorrow after 2 years. Me, oh, he's gonna die. All right, let's see. Yeah, I will say. All right, I will say. Slack, I'm sorry, it doesn't belong here. It's not the same at all. We do owe a little bit to Skype, okay? I owe my entire social life and career to Skype. Without Skype, I would not have met any of the people that I know now. I would not have pursued anything that has become my life, my career, anything at all. I was actually very heartbroken to hear that Microsoft will be officially shutting down Skype, I think sometime in May, like May 8th or something like that, permanently. And that does sting. Sure, Skype was a bloated pile of crap most of the time, but it was the program. You didn't say, let's video chat or let's call on my PC. I'm gonna Skype you. Let's Skype. What's your Skype? It was the king back in the day, all right? I know most of you definitely experienced this, but again, I wouldn't know any of my friends if Skype didn't exist. And then in 2015, Discord came along and changed the game, and now I kind of don't like Discord anymore. It's kind of weird, the waves we go through with these programs. But you know what? We're gonna miss you, Skype. I will miss you, sure. You were a pile of garbage, but you were the pile of garbage, my friend. And you're sure as shit always gonna be better than Slack, Teams, and Zoom, so take that to heart. This one sparks joy. This one does not spark joy. Oh my god, chill out. Wife, I want to donate my clothes to people who are starving. Husband, anyone who fits into your clothes is surely not starving. Wife, fat. Come to America, land of the free. Do you even own a suit? Land of the free. Dog, I don't think that's ever been as true as any idealists have ever thought. No, a mother way. No man has all 5. Information on where the clit is. A dad. Energy for round 2. Cooking skills. A height above 5'7". I don't know why a height above 5'7" matters. Again, I am 6'3". I know you guys probably don't believe me, but I am. If you ever meet me at like PAX or a Comic-Con or something like that, you'll see. But come on, why do we always gotta throw the height in there, man? You know what? We may as well just add you got a size of a golf club because, dude, that doesn't matter, dude. Short kings out there, I will always fight for you, okay? When 2 girls flash you in public, but you're kind of awkward, so you just hit them with a, I'm sorry, man, I can't relate. I kind of wish I could, but I can't. Start watching trailer of Shrek 5. The design is mediocre, but it's okay. First joke is TikTok brain rot. Most of jokes are TikTok brain rot. What do you mean most of that? It was a 28-second teaser. The you talking about? When your school goes into lockdown, so you and your friends start debating if it's an ice raid or a shooter, this is America. Haha. Her. I bet he's thinking about other woman. Him. How does a blind person know when he's done wiping his ass? I think he just lets the bidet do its job for like an hour just to be safe, you know? Does that make sense? Not the only one. Right? Come on. How my Tesla robot looks at me when I made it switch seats with me after we just got pulled over. I just obliterated a family of 5. Sorry, man. That's why I bought you. Invention of archery. Man, I really want to stab this dude, but he all the fucking way over there. Hey, Peacemaker. You ever wonder what they're hiding at Area 51? No, dude. What I wonder is what they're hiding at the other 50 areas no one's talking about. Should we do a Facebook group to rate areas 1 through 50, or what are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do about this injustice? I totally forgot about all the others. The newly hired, coming in early, leaving late, and giving 110%. Me doing the bare minimum. Holy shit, you know how long ago this was? This meme format's definitely dead by now, right? Okay, clearly not. I'm looking at one right now, so... Oh man, I'm getting old. I'm getting old. I am allowing myself to become what I always told myself I never would. Completely out of touch. Complaining about the damn kids. When you have to delay your mental breakdown because there are people around you. It's amazing that you can. It's incredible that you're able to do that, to able to push off the crash out for later because, man, I don't think I could at all. Dude, I had a dream where I had a serious crash out and I really embarrassed myself. I wonder when that's gonna happen in real life. It's not gonna be on EmKay, I can tell you that. I know some of you guys think that you've seen the crash out. No, trust me. When it happens, you're gonna know. Why are the bribes bad, but donations are okay? He was asking too many questions. Oh, that's true. That's very true. It's a good question. You know? Oh, I love Patrick. Silly putty implies the existence of serious putty. I believe that is called C4. That is true. A very stable way to get your point across. Seriously, very stable explosive. Cave divers, the entire internet. Mountain climbers when they found the smallest bump to cling on. What? I know that the cave divers are like getting up. What, man, I'm sorry, I just like really looked at the image. He got some fat booty cheeks. What the hell's going on? What's everyone's problem with cave divers, man? I know that it's a very weird hobby to most of us because, I don't know, I'm very claustrophobic. What they do sounds like actual hell. But if they enjoy it, why do I give a shit, man? I do love the meme. It's very fun. My father was hired to make windows for a transgender church? Well, that's a stained glass piece of art. It's not a window. It's hanging from the ceiling. We can see that. But for a transgender church, I mean, I get it. Transformers, I understand. But what the hell are you talking about? Do they have transgender churches? Like, do you have to be trans to be a part of the congregation? What I feel when I'm the only one using proper grammar in the comment section. Is that an AI commenting? Does AI really use super great grammar? People are always picking up and picking apart how it is they're sort of speaking, I guess you could say. Although, I have also been called AI recently. There are a few people on my latest TikTok, my TikTok that you can go and follow at XYCRON. Don't know why I'm still using that handle, but I do like voice acting crap over there for fun every now and then. And a lot of people in the comments who didn't realize lots of people didn't realize I was Laith Pierre in Poppy Playtime, but so many folks were like, oh, he's not AI? No, I'm not. As a matter of fact, I've been a professional voice actor for about 14 years now. No, I am not an AI bot of any kind, folks. I just sound weird. Couples enjoying the late night city view. Me inside one of those buildings doing overtime so I can afford in-game items that don't actually even affect gameplay. Well, hey, if it's a multiplayer game, I don't want those in-game items to affect gameplay. That would suck. But if it's in a single-player game, yeah, they sure should. They should be giving me bullshit powers. Behold! The cringiest meme. Redditors assemble? Was that done unironically at some point? Redditors assemble? That seems like something Elon Musk would post. I think we can all agree anything that is posted or reposted by that guy is an endorsement to how bad it is. I'm sorry, if you make a meme and he likes it or reposts it, you made a really spectacularly unfunny one. My girlfriend planning our 1-month anniversary celebration. Me who thought just dating was the celebration. No, come on. Come on. You gotta think more than that. Sometimes you do just need to do things because you know the other person would like them, all right? Doesn't need to be about you. Doesn't have to fulfill you in any way. You don't have to get it. You just have to be happy with that person and want to do things for them that make them happy, dude. Come on. I don't know who told y'all 9 inches was a big dick, because it's not. We got Miss Deep Dish Pussy over here. Yeah, good God, dude. I'm sorry. 9 inches? Huge. Okay, what's the average? I'm gonna Google this really quick. I'll do American, not worldwide, just to make sure the results are a little less all over the place. Let's see here. The average size for a flaccid one is 3.5, while the average size for an erect one is 5.1. I don't know why we now all needed to know that, but that is the American average. Just from a very quick Google, it might be a little bit different. What does it really matter? 9 inches is freaking crazy, dude. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Nothing cheap. I know my worth. Guess I could spend my entire paycheck on one night. I have a 20% off coupon. My app says 30% off today. I don't know what you're I know there are plenty of people out there that like expensive stuff and have expensive taste and stuff like that. You should always be couponing and saving money like a boss with your significant other. That shit rules, okay? Me in 70 years teaching my grandchildren Spanish so they can continue my Duolingo streak. The legacy must live on. Oh, there ain't no way you're gonna learn Spanish from Duolingo. You're not gonna be able to pass anything down unless the app is still there. Welcome to Hogwarts, the place where I will treat you equally. Hello, Harry. Nice glasses. 50 points to Gryffindor. God, this is an ancient one. Does that say 9 gag? Oh my God. Yeah, this is an oldie. But it's true. This dude was clearly fucking biased. Although, I guess he had a vested interest in keeping Harry alive for a little while. I mean, as Snape put it, he was raising Harry like a pig for slaughter. And in that, I've always considered Dumbledore to be one of the villains of the story. Maybe not like an actual villain. He wasn't really out there trying to do anything but solve the problem for the most part, but, not really a fan of Dumbledore myself. When you finally old enough to get in on the family lore, but you realize you're related to villains. Jesus. What's this episode? I want to watch this. I don't know what this episode is. You guys should go to my Blue Sky or my TikTok or my YouTube. Just leave me a comment somewhere letting me know what episode of SpongeBob this is so I can watch it. It's very Halloween. I want to watch everything Halloween, please. So you go to the bathroom to take a dump. It's just a fart. Man, that is so frustrating. It's not quite as frustrating as a sneeze that never comes, but it's still pretty goddamn annoying, man. I've prepped, I'm ready to go. I'm gonna be in there for 6 hours. Actually, no, I'm not. See, growing up is learning that you shouldn't be in the bathroom for 55 minutes taking a shit. You could be in there for 2 minutes. Just make it happen, go on with your life. That's what being an adult is really about. How it feels to uninstall the game I used to always rush home from school to play? Well, it's gonna be there again for you later. Do you know how many times I've uninstalled and reinstalled Alan Wake 2 since it came out? Like 20, because I'll beat it, love it, and I need that 110 gigs back, man. I do. So for the time being, you're off my shit. But I'll get you later, dude. Me, a German, 1 week into my US vacation.
And we forgot the taste of bread.
I'm sorry, I can't do a good Gollum. No one really can.
You gotta push something back in your throat here to start it. Okay, now I sound like that penguin roommate from Wizards with Guns. Anybody wanna go to Dave and Buster's?
Google, come closer. I need you to let me turn off AI overview. It is very bad. The fact that these things aren't options is crazy. I find it disgusting because they're all terrible. Sure, maybe in the future they'll work well, but none of us like them. They suck. No one asked for any of this. I'm not letting that get to my head. Me 5 seconds later. Look, don't let it go to your head. I mean, it's okay to let some stuff inflate your ego a little bit. You just can't let your head stay inflated. You can't. That's the important part. You are allowed to feel proud and feel a little cool about yourself, about accomplishments and things that you're doing, but if you let that guide and define you forevermore, that's where you're gonna become the diva that no one wants to work with, okay? Flat Earth is so outdated. Hot dog Earth is the new thing. I don't think it is. HR celebrating cost saving after firing me for unsatisfactory performance while I was Employee of the Month for 5 quarters in a row. Unsatisfactory performance. Much like profits at corporations that are for profit, obviously, you have to constantly be doing better and better and better and better, even though theoretically that's not possible or sustainable in any way, shape, or form. You, much like the profits, have to be a line that forever go up or have job no more, which doesn't make any sense, but here we are. 14-year-old boy, is this something I can inject? Yeah, I just heard about this. Why? Why did he inject a crushed up butterfly? This is crazy, man. Don't put stuff in your body like that. And you know what? Don't go next level and put it into your bloodstream directly, please. How small talk feels to an introvert? Sometimes, yeah. I'm pretty honest and forthcoming with people when it comes to, I just, now my social battery is drained, I have nothing else to contribute to the conversation, so on and so forth. I try to do it in a way that's not me just walking off, right? I think my buddy Mike said that we should make that a normalcy in the world, is being allowed to walk off just mid-conversation without it being disrespectful. Because sometimes, man, I'm just like, okay, yep, I'm gonna head off now. I'm gonna have a Midwestern goodbye. Well, all right, I'm out. Have a good one. My crush who loves to go out every night. Me who thinks 7 p.m. is late. You know what? Why don't you try it? Why don't you try going out with him a couple times and see if that's for you? And you know what? If it's not, you two could still be together if there's a mutual connection there. You really could. That could be something they want to do. And then they come home to you and they tell you all about their night. How fun was it? You get an update on the outside world, and then you get to tell them about how fun Dark Souls was for that evening, or whatever it is that you're doing. It'll be okay, man. 70-plus-year-old world leaders after making disastrous decisions they won't live to face. Man, I wish there was something we could do about that. I think the French were pretty close with it some years ago, though. 7-year-old me finding $5 on the ground. 23-year-old me finding $5 on the ground. I'm telling you now, the best day of my life was back when I had absolutely no money as a kid. I had nothing, right? And I found a $20 bill in a parking lot. Like, I was freaking the hell out. I was so ecstatic, dude. I will never take any amount of money I ever get in the future for granted ever again. I will always remember that one moment, how $20, it didn't change my life, but looking at that and thinking, oh my God, I get to eat today. I get to eat something different today. Oh my God, this is amazing. Never take for granted those moments. I will grant you 3 wishes. I wish for mosquitoes to go extinct. Extinct? Extinct. Yeah, screw them. Good wish, bro. You still have 3 wishes. I do wonder, if this scenario were to play out, would there be any, and I mean any, ecological impact from the loss of mosquitoes entirely. Because I'm pretty sure mosquitoes are technically the most dangerous thing on the planet. They've killed more than any other living creature out there, right? Like in the billions or something crazy because of their spread of disease and whatnot. Would there be a disaster if we got rid of them? Some unforeseen circumstances? Or would we all be living in utopia because mosquitoes are gone? Music groups in the 60s searching for a random word from the dictionary so they can put the before it and use it as their name. Let me see, we got the Monkees, the Beatles, that's all I got. Owls can sit crisscross. It's always something new with these motherfuckers. And yeah, it's adorable. There's nothing wrong with a cute owl. Look at him. The owl's adorable. Grow up. No, I won't let you pee between my legs while I sit on the toilet to pee. Look, that's just efficiency, guys. Ladies, it's just being efficient. That's where your man's mind is at, okay? That's what it's all about. See, it's a little bit different than when you ladies are like, can I hold it while you pee? No, that's not efficient. That's just fantasy fulfillment right there, which is not inherently bad. Of course not. But you got to think from our perspective, we're just thinking about saving water. Me? Yay! After decades of hard work, I finally reached middle class. Inflation. I said, you poor. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Avowed. God, both of these games look so good. What should I try out? I do. You know what? It's funny. I actually watched Skill Up's review of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 today, and I want to play it so goddamn bad. I cannot believe how good he's hyped up that game. And maybe I'll play Avowed someday. It just doesn't look like my bag, you know? But Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 looks amazing. I know that's not the point of this meme. I'm just saying, seems like that team did a fantastic bang-up job. NPC dies and his toe has slightly clipped into the ground. His body. This is just what it's like to be a character in Gmod. People, after using Reddit for 10 years, making friends and building communities. Wait a minute. I hate Reddit. Yeah, Reddit's always gonna have a stupid stigma about it. I don't know why you would suddenly turn on it. I haven't. Look, Reddit's dumb as shit in so many ways, but it changed the internet, man. When they called themselves the front page of the internet, they weren't kidding. You know? Amazing communities have been built there. Lots of cringe, lots of bad shits come out of that, but every website that genuinely makes it mainstream can say the exact same thing. They all kinda suck in their own way. I agree with Marquez Brownlee when he said that YouTube was the very last S+ tier social media network. But even then, even though I agree with that, YouTube still sucks, right? Look at what they're going to do. Look at what they're planning on changing monetization-wise come May 12th, right? This is gonna be crazy. We're gonna have to start editing in actual ad breaks for interruptive ads. This is stupid, man. Not the point, just be a real one. Don't turn on the communities that made you unless they have completely turned, you know. I mean, I understand there's always a break to the rule. I just realized that Saturday morning cartoons are to blame for my love of redheads and bondage. How many other redheads and bondage, or how many other cartoons were showing that aside from this one? Skip to the end, click replay, and it drops all the ads. The entire internet. Oh, I know that don't work no more. Every single time you guys figure out a new way to get rid of the ads, YouTube fixes that little shit. All right, every single time. The only reason uBlock Origin hasn't been completely destroyed is, I don't know, Mozilla's sort of a safe bastion for them. Meanwhile, Google is actively trying to destroy Firefox. They are actively trying to nuke the entire organization by making YouTube unplayable on Mozilla. Damn it, I know we have to share this shit in secret, but I don't know how you do that. How do you do that? It's like when people share around those really kick-ass, totally legal, like, video streaming sites for movies and TV shows, right? When you share those around, guess what happens? At a certain point, y'all ruin it. They find out. But therein lies the dilemma. How do we share them without certain people catch and win, right? POV, you asked for a rubber in an American classroom. You asked for a rubber. I mean, yeah, so over here in America, a rubber, what does that refer to? A condom? What is it in other places? This one you're gonna have to leave comments or go to my socials for. Back in the day, my salary was enough to afford food and rent. Dude, back in the day, your salary anywhere was enough to afford food and rent. Hell, you could buy a house and a couple of cars and raise a family while working at 7-Eleven full-time. What the shit? The monster being an actual monster in Scooby-Doo? 7-year-old me? Yeah, dude, that scared the crap out of me. That is what I loved so much about the live-action movie. It was great. Always loved Scooby-Doo. I'm always turning out for Scooby-Doo, man. They f***ing rule. The girl who slept with 1,000 men is pregnant. Make a video, break a record, lots of views and money. The record, sleep with 1,000 men in a day. Safety measures, they all get tested before. I use 99.9% effective birth control. 1 out of 1,000. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. See, all you had to do was do 999 men. See, then it would have worked out. You'd be good. One time I saw Samuel L. Jackson at an airport, and he saw me and my cousin hovering around trying to gain the courage to ask him for a photo. Then he came over to us and said, "Y'all motherfuckers want a photo?" And it was everything. I would love to meet Samuel L. Jackson. He seems like one of the coolest goddamn people ever. Like, intimidating as hell. There are many celebrities I would love to meet, but I know that I never will, and I probably shouldn't. Like, Denzel Washington's another one. Probably the greatest living actor and one of the greatest in history, right? I think he's better than 99% that have ever done the game. I really do. I'd love to meet him too. But I'd be scared shitless. I would crap my pants if I ever met him. And then I'm just embarrassed because then I'm that weird little scrawny wimpy douche who pooped his pants in front of Denzel Washington. And then you can never really get rid of that nickname, so you're stuck with it. And then he doesn't respect you, and I mean, why would he respect me anyway? I pooped my pants. When the stars needed to be colonized, only one nation accepted the call. Is this what ended up happening? Was this the alternate course of events? Alternate history for Treasure Planet? Is this what it looked like initially? They say the first step is the hardest, but it's actually the third step, right before your balls go into the water. I was never really concerned about the balls and whatnot. That was always refreshing. It was always when it hit my stomach and my chest. Those were the most sensitive areas to the temperature change. My strawberries in the fridge watching me take another Twix. Damn, that is some serious hair. Me, a minimum wage employee, realizing I pay more taxes than Elon. You probably do more than he has ever done in his entire life. In general. I don't even mean just paying taxes. I mean, as a human being, you have probably done more than he has. All of you, all of us, are collectively and individually worth more than he will ever be. We also need to take away all of his money. This shit's getting f***ing ridiculous. What Reddit is today? What Reddit used to be? Nah, dog. Nah. You're just in the wrong subreddits. If you're still hanging around r/funny, come on, man. This is your fault. Guys, being tired all the time is not normal. It's not, no. See, I learned right quick that the reason I was tired all the time was because of serious imbalances chemically, because I would drink a 6-pack of beer every single day. For years, I was doing that. Now I'm not doing that. I'm riding my bike, I'm getting out in the sun, and while this might not work for everybody, and there could certainly be something you might want to get checked out, steps like that will change your goddamn life. They can at the very least have a minute improvement, which any improvement is improvement. That's fantastic. Speaking in full sentences, pronounce every dinosaur name. Toddlers. What's your plan if nuclear war starts? I'm pretty sure my employer wants me to work that day, so I guess I'll be working? No joke. Your managers would probably call you demanding that you come into the office if there was like a nuclear war threat. No joke. They would do that. They would be there because they love the taste of the boot above them, and they're gonna make sure you like it too.